Okay, so this is the third focus on our Thematics for Sociology 101. Specific is the chapter here, chapter 3, on culture and media. So this chapter looks at the interplay of two worlds, the world of culture and the world of media. I might throw in there popular culture, and I think you'll find a lot of popular culture examples in this chapter. These worlds are intertwined, and in some ways we see that they create curious opportunities for us and challenges in terms of understanding these worlds around us. I'll show you just an image here. I do a lot of research in pop culture, and actually by training I'm a cultural anthropologist, and I focus much on the idea that I can look at something I get or I see in my everyday reality. It could be a mailing, it could be something on TV, it could be an object of material culture. Very often if I'm in a store, I might take an image or a video of something because something catches my curiosity and it speaks to me in such a way that I want to analyze it in more depth. So in this case, what I actually discovered is this is from something I purchased, I believe, at the department store Macy's. So, you get a little card with your bag, in your bag, and it says here, thank you for making our day magic, right? Seems pretty innocuous, seems like something you might receive in a consumer society like the United States, which is where I live and, of course, do my shopping. But I think beyond the surface, we can start to do content analysis. We can deconstruct what we see in this image and understand some things about the world. So the first thing, of course, is that we live in a consumer society. We actually, I didn't bring in the bag, but right, we get a shopping bag, we have a receipt, we have products inside that bag, and then we have other things like this that are cards or ephemera or brochures or little prizes of some sort that add something to the experience, that provide an added value to something that we're purchasing, or service or event or process that we're participating in. The second thing I think you can analyze here is the fact that they're using this word magic, right? Magic is very interesting, right? Magic has so many connotations, ranging from magic tricks to forms of magic that indigenous cultures people practice, or contemporary cultures, New Age cultures, where you believe you can have some effect on the world, on an object, on a person, and so forth. And you could also say that magic comes up in the world of, say, Disney. You think about pixie dust and all the stuff that is entailed in, say, the world of Disney theme parks. The other thing is this first-person focus here, and also the plural of our. So thank you for making our day magic. So they're creating here in a consumerist space, in a very, in a sense of something that is completely indirect, a process, right? I buy something, I meet a person, I get home, I see this thing in my bag. In a sense, it's not personalized, it's not intimate, but they're trying to make it intimate by using the word you. Very innocuous, probably something we take for granted, something we see in just about every consumer interaction that we experience in a consumer society. And then they use our. So they want to personalize this. It makes it sound like a family. Thank you for making our day magic. So, and it's left to you. I'll let you analyze whether or not you think this is indeed a magical moment, or is it appropriate for them to be using these personal pronouns and these plural personal pronouns and trying to create this intimate connection in a consumer situation. So this is one of many examples I could use, but I like to do this to focus on culture and pop culture and the media by looking at the surface expressions, deconstructing that, analyzing it, and trying to see if I can make some sense or semblance of understanding of what I'm experiencing. So with these analyses in mind, let's pose two questions for the thematic this week. First, to what extent are we a product of our culture? To what extent do we have agency or the ability to choose our own path in our culture? So this is posing a question to you. Are we determined by what our culture creates for you? When I go shopping in Macy's, does that impact who I am as an individual? Does that impact my identity, my sense of understanding the world? Or, conversely, do I have the ability to resist that? I can say, this is BS. I can claim something other than those personal pronouns that they've claimed for me in this very interesting point about making the day magic through consumption. Do I have the ability to resist the meanings, or am I totally consumed by, assumed under the umbrella here of pop culture and consumer culture and the various realities of the world. So do I have agency, or does culture impact me? Or is it in between? Question 1. Question 2 to ponder this week. What are some pressing issues or concerns that we might have about our culture, the media, consumerism, and related areas? And what is the value of using sociology to study these? So these are 2 curious questions to reflect on this week, and I hope you have an opportunity to focus on these, perhaps as a way of framing your overall approach to your discussions this week in the Culture and Media chapter.